I am very excited about our drawing today because we are going to be making a unicorn. If you know me, you know how much I love unicorns. So I have been excited to do a unicorn drawing for you guys. I don't know why it took me this long, but I am excited to show you how to make this today. So let's get started. All right, guys, so with this unicorn drawing, I would recommend that you start with pencil first. However, I am going to just be doing everything in marker right away. The reason I want to do that is because I know for some of you, if you're watching my videos on a smaller screen, the pencil might be kind of hard to see. So I'm just going to go straight into Sharpie. If you guys know me, you know that normally I would do everything in pencil first, but for this, we're going to change it up a little. So either go right with marker right away or start with pencil. The unicorn can be a little bit tricky because they're just kind of a weird shape. So we are going to start on the face and we are going to make this line right here. So this line right here. You want to make sure when you start this line, don't put it all the way at the top or else your unicorn will not have a horn. So I'm going to start right about here. I'm going to make a line that angles this way and then goes straight. So it goes this way and then straight. Then right at the end of this line, we're gonna make a round curved line, kind of like a smiley mouth. So like that. Then this line comes up and it makes another curve. This one curves kind of towards the side of the paper, so curved line, and it goes straight up like that. Now, we're going to move up a little ways from this line. Get a little space here, move up a little ways, and we're gonna draw a triangle shape for the ear, and I like to draw another smaller triangle inside. After we draw this ear, we are actually going to start drawing the neck, which kind of curves into like the chest of the unicorn. It starts at the ear and it curves and then kind of goes back in, and it stops when it's underneath where the snout is. So I'm making a curved line that curves out and then back in and then stops when it's underneath the nose. It's kind of like that. Now what we're going to work on are the legs. And usually for a unicorn or a horse, the front legs are pretty much just two straight lines unless they're bent. So we'll do this leg first. So coming right off here, right where the chest stopped, I'm going to do a straight line like that. So a straight line, and then right next to it, another straight line, and then you connect them like that. And because unicorns have hooves, we are going to make a little line like that. Now, if you notice right here, I have this tiny little curved line. If you want to add that in there, whoop, add that in there. It makes it look a little bit nicer, like the leg kind of forms into the body. Now we'll work on this front leg here. She's kind of sticking her leg out and bending it a little bit. So I'm going to draw a line that goes out a little ways and then stops. And then a line that goes back the other direction. It's kind of like a little arrow almost. So like that, 1, 2, and then you're gonna draw another line next to it that goes out a little ways and then goes back. So two lines that match. They're the same line, except maybe this one's a little bigger so that we have, you know, where her leg bends. And then connect the two. And then just like this one, do a little line for the hoof. Okay, so we actually have half of her body done already, and that's pretty good. So I think what we'll work on now to kind of get the face a little more finished is let's work on her hair. A unicorn or a horse, their hair is called a mane, and I like to make the mane nice and flowy and fluffy. You can make it have different sections like I did here, or all one. But I'm going to draw a line that just kind of like curves in and out and like a little whoosh, like that. It's pointy on the end, and then I'll connect it back in there. I'm gonna draw another little flowy whoosh with a pointy end to it. And I'm gonna do one like this that kind of connects back. So, whoop, connecting back in. So it looks like her hair is kind of blowing in the wind, which looks cool. Now, for this one that kind of goes over her face a little bit, I think it's easier to first, in this empty space right here, draw a little curved line, like a little smiley mouth. And then we're gonna make her horn. You're gonna make 2 diagonal lines that meet at the top so that they are pointed. We want a pointy horn. So diagonal lines, a little tilted, and then I'm gonna have this one go in towards the first one, and there they meet. You can add the little lines if you want to on the horn, that's optional. Okay, so now we're gonna do this little, kind of like a little bang in front. I am going to make a curved line that comes from this part of the ear. It's gonna curve and then come back up. So it goes down and then up. And then I'm gonna start at this end of this line here. I'm gonna go in and then up and behind the horn. I'm not gonna trace over it. Behind, and then it just kind of goes behind the ear again. Okay, now I know this is a lot of kind of tricky little weird lines, guys. If you need, rewind the video and watch the steps over and over again until you feel like you can do it on your paper. We're gonna add a little dot here for her nostril because a horse's or a unicorn's nose is at the end of their long snout. It's not like here in the middle of the face like ours. And then you can add a little smile like that. And then of course, you can do a little oval for her eye. And I like to do a little eyelash like that. It's just a little curved line. I think it looks cute. So we got her front half done. Now we gotta do the back half of the unicorn. So I think what is easier is to, instead of starting right here, we're gonna start up here on her back. We're gonna draw a little bit straight and then it's gonna curve over, okay? So we're gonna go out straight at first. Sorry, my hand's a little shaky today. And then it curves over like that. And this curve should stop kind of when it lines up with this leg. We don't want it way down here or way up here, okay? This is why I think for you guys, it's probably better to do pencil first. But again, if you have to do a marker right away, that's fine. But I've practiced this one a couple times. That's why I'm okay doing it with marker right away. All right, so the back legs. The back legs are not just straight like the front legs. They kind of curve and then come forward. So follow with me for this one, guys. We are going to draw a little angled line that goes back a little ways, not too far, and then straight up and down. You can make it go as long as this front leg here, or a little bit shorter, a little bit longer is fine. Straight up and down. I'm going to draw the bottom of that hoof real quick, and then I'm gonna go straight up and down again. And when I get to where this line goes like that, I am going to stop. Okay? So I'm having 2 straight lines here. And then I'm going to draw a curve. A curved line that goes up into the body a little bit and stops. Alright, and then of course, a little hoof on the bottom. This one here is pretty similar, but before we draw, we're going to draw the belly. It just kind of goes, like slants down a little bit. So if you think about it, really, it's like this neck connects to the chest, and if this leg wasn't here, this would connect right to that belly and kind of go around. Okay? Now we'll do this leg here. I'm going to draw the back of it first. Just a little bit down from where this leg is. I'm going to draw a little angle. See, it's kind of like that. And then this diagonal line. It's going to be shorter than these two, because of just the angle it is. So it's not going to be as long as those. Then I draw my straight line for that hoof. And then straight line going back up. And then you can do this little angle. Goes that way. And there's my line for my hoop. Okay, so we got all that tricky stuff out of the way. Now all that's left really is to add our tail. And I just kind of start here near the back. I do a little curved line like that, and then swoopy. And then I start at the end so I can make it pointy. And then I let the tail get kind of bigger. And then when it connects back to the body, a little bit smaller. So this one, she's got a really swishy tail. I'm gonna give her an extra little line in her hair up here. Because when I color it, I wanna do some extra colors. I'm gonna actually give her an extra line in here too. You don't have to add these, but they help if you wanna add lots of colors in the hair and the tail. Kind of give yourself little sections to stay inside. Okay, and then if you want to add some of the extra designs that I did, I added some of these little stars. You start off at the top by making a little curved line like that, going this way, and then a little curved line like that, going the other way. And then you start at these ends and you go curved line, down, curved line, down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to add these or your own kinds of stars, or you can do hearts or butterflies. Actually, a butterfly is really cute. If you want to do a cloud like I did, it's just these bumpy lines. And on this one, I had like a rainbow coming out of her horn, 2 lines connecting to that cloud, but I think on this one I'm going to skip that. I'm going to draw some hearts instead. Remember, a heart, the bottom is kind of pointed and then the top is like 2 bumpy lines. And guys, have fun decorating your unicorns. It's your unicorn, it's your magical creature, you make it however you want to make it. And then when you color, just have fun and make it as many colors as you want it to be. Well guys, I hope you had fun drawing one of my favorite things today, a unicorn. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye!